Hello, I'm Bob Bobbington, and welcome to Bob Sports coverage of the Daytona 500. Now, we will be doing our special guest ceremony of the 78, 62, 66, 91, 44, 40, 01, 56, and 84, all being part-time cars this year. Starting there, now we will have our regular cars shuffle out to get ready for the formation lap, where this is technically qualifying, and because we do not have a time tracker, this will be a pole position. We'll get the number one with points, with 1 point instead of fastest lap in the stages. Here are the 10, 15, and 25 to make 50 laps. So here we go. Ready for qualifying / formation. If they go over there, we will rush over to this side to unblock these barriers. Except for this one. Rush over to this barrier to hopefully get a chance to. Looks like the 66 is out front. Pole position. Go to the 01 and the 91. 91. Pole position there. First place. 1 point for part-time car. Here we go. We get ready. Watch an 01 pole sitter. The 91. I'm sorry. The 91. 3, 2, 1. We are green flag racing here at Daytona. Daytona 500 are all grouped together. We think this might not last long as a lot of cars drop back. Okay, so if the rules here are if any car touches the catch fence or 2 cars go below the line, that is a caution. We're nearly 6 wide. Oh! We have a big drop to the back. A lot of cars are separating, so 01 just leads us. With the 9 fighting up there on the outside, gets jumbled around as they get settled in. It's our positions to fight for the stage 1 victory to get some points on the board for the new season. Here we have a part-time car of the 01 again. That's not something we typically see have a race like this. Here the 42 gets by the 9. See the 9 trying to get packed fast. The 42, he's on the inside. Looks like the inside's working better. Looks like the 9's gonna pass him. The 01 just wants them to battle it out and just pull away. Hopefully and get a stage win and hopefully get a race win, as we see a bunch of jump and top 10 will get stage points for stage 1 and 2. And for the final stage, top 20 will get points that go 35. They will go 25, 20, then it goes 18, 17, 16, all the way down to 1 for 20th position. Yeah, from 20th to 30th, that's 1 point. The 31st and below, that is 0 points. That is how we run points here. 01 leading, the 9 past the 42. During the top lots, the 10th position is in the 10 actually. Just wanting to maybe get that early cushion, maybe trying to make it past some of these cars like the 66, the part-time car, especially part-time cars in the start in the front. They're just really good at qualifying, probably because they started out front for the qualifying. Oh, the 91, the pole sitter just dropped back. It still is in the points, I do believe. Still in the points. Not quite sure yet. 43 makes it past the 10. So, coming to 7 to go in stage number 1. 90, the 01 up front leading 9, 42, 45, then the 8. It's the 10, that's a 3, the 10, the 66, the 17, the 91 rounding out the points. Here, so this is your points bar right here, the 91 and the 43. The 3 drops back, he gets hit, the 17 is back, 17 is way back. Whoa, what a big drop from 9th. Here the 10. You see where he stands, it looks like he's currently 9th for points. Puts the 24 in a position to get points. It just doesn't seem like that high lane is working here, actually. Looks like you're gaining a lot more time off the bottom. This is not your traditional Daytona race. The 24 does secure the last. This has the last position. That's what they think. Oh, 66 and 91, 2 hard-type cars. Again, just battling. 3 goes back, drops to 7th all the way down, but past the 10, so I'd assume 9th. Wow, a lot of jumbling up back here. 19 aggressive on this 24, wants to get by, wants to get in those points. Coming to 5 to go. Here the 24 might make a move on the inside of the 66. Yeah, it looks like he's just gaining. It doesn't look like the outside's working here, actually. That's definitely something we're going to see later on. A lot of later on is a lot of lane development. Like, these people are going to try everything they can to get their back. 24 is holding off the 19 for that last points position. 24 we imagine is going to pass 66. Yeah, may not clear him. May clear him in the corner. Yeah, clears him on exit. That high lane just doesn't seem to work. I don't know if it's because the wall's slowing down, if they're just covering that extra distance. Because a lot of these people here are just touching the wall. We don't see many major developments. The 8's going to get passed by the 45 because the 8's running the high line. The high line just doesn't seem to be working. That's interesting. So here at 66 does get passed. Yeah, they're pulling away from it. That's interesting. Coming to 4 laps to go. Here. 91. If 91 wants to get back, wants to stay after 24, makes it up to 8th in points. That would put the 3 at the cut, battling the 17 back here. Take a look. Yeah, the 01's just built a massive gap there. So the 17 is now in the points. So 17 and 3 they're battling. Maybe the 19 will get in there. Maybe so the 62. Oh, the 19 drops back heavily. 17 in the position. Points. This 3-stroke car still has some. He can still get up there if the 17 just gets stuck high and he takes the load. Yes, he does. This is what the 3 wanted. Yeah, the gap's closing. I just don't think the high line's working or running the black line. It's a bit higher than most of the people in front. 91's getting dropped back to the 24. 17 drops way back. Fumbles it on the front stretch. Looks like the 3's gonna stay in the position. 24 is in 7th now. The 01, 42. The 42 and the 45 are fighting here. The 8 may maybe get a bit more ground there. 3's got a pretty comfortable distance to the 17. See, look, all the way back to the 35. The 35 car is just all the way back here on its lonesome. Now, that's your back report. There's the 24 making a move on the 10. 10's gonna get stuck up top, so you know it's gonna stick. It looks like the 3's gonna be the last one. The points coming to 2 laps to go in stage number 1. It just doesn't seem like the race is. Just doesn't seem like anybody can catch up to the 01, leading every lap so far for 2 laps to go in stage number 1. 9. Ooh, 9's making a few mistakes. 8's going to make it to the inside of the 45. He's running just below the black line. And it looks like it might be the 45 might have the advantage here. To catch up to them, the 24 and 6. Take a look at the 8. Yeah, the 45 keeps it. Wow, okay, so sometimes the high line works. That's just the mysteries of Daytona. You just never know what's going to work and when it's going to work. So here, now you see the 8's up where the 45 was running last corner, and he's just taking the advantage. Oh, but the 45 blocks him off. Here it's like the 3 for white for the stage. It just looks like the 3's going to hold off the 17 unless there's a mistake made. It looks like the 17 is making quite a few mistakes. Maybe the 3 can pick up another position on this 91. He's running high. That's not what we like to see. That's what they like to see here. All these cars will be pitting next lap for stage break. So you see 3 just fighting off that 91, 95. Oh, the 10 drops back to potentially the 10th position for stage. Wow, okay. So, here we go. They come to the checker flag here. It looks like that right there is your top 10. The 17's gonna barely miss out on points. We're gonna pit all of them. Take a screenshot of this order. There's your finishing order. Right, so the 01942. As we get ready for the race to pit road, as we watch these cars under yellow flag conditions, the caution is out. Here's we come over to the end of pit road. Watch the race off of pit road. Cars definitely deserve a little bit of a break, especially the 01 leading out every lap. That was just crazy that the 01 could do that. Oh no! It seems that our cameras have gotten... We're gonna do a cool shot here, watching the front. Here, this is a really cool shot. Here's we're watching these cars race. Fly by the cars. This is such a cool feeling. Such a cool camera angle. Just watching us fly by these cars. It's just so cool. Now it's going to get ready to close the barrier. See the positions as everyone lines up in diamond, I guess, for the start. That's everybody. Here we go for a green flag. 3, 2, 1. Green flag is flying in the air with the 42 on top of the 01. Still leading. 24 is up there now after that great pit stop and quite good performance in stage 1. The 01 is going to get back up there. Oh, the 01 still has led every lap. Who is going to break the streak, if anybody? This is absolutely insane. The 01 is pulling away once again. At Daytona, as the 84 shuffles. Here, nobody is settled except for this 01. This 01 is just flying. He knows some clearly he knows something we don't. This is absolutely amazing performance from this 01. Just able to pull away so quickly. Able to pull away at all. Reddick, the 45, I guess, I should say. The 8. They're just trying to settle it. This 01 just has decided to pull away. I just don't understand how. You're the 71 out front. And of course, we're going to, instead of ad breaks here, we're going to take the no commentary lap here on lap 15, which is basically the ad break. Except there's no ads and we're just watching the race. And here, sponsoring that will be Napa in the 9 car. And that was the ad break over, so welcome back to Bob's Sports again. I'm Bob Bobbington, here on lap 16 for the Great American Race. 01 still out front by quite a wide margin. Everyone's settled into their positions. 9 doesn't seem settled with 3rd though, doesn't settle with 4th. I mean the 71 doesn't. But the 9 just wants to make the move on the 84, wants to get back up there, wants to fight this 01, does not want to lead every lap at the Daytona 500, especially where he is a part-time car. This just does not seem like something that the 9 car can handle, being the highest scoring full-time car, other than because the 01 and the 84 are both part-time cars. This will mean nothing other than just a checkered flag and a trophy. But so far, dominant performance by the 01. Every lap led, if I am not mistaken. This is just crazy performance by this 9. So we take a look at 10th of 56. Another part-time collision. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half of the top 10 last lap was a part-time car. Half. That means half of these people are getting points that don't matter to them. As on lap 25 will be we'll be going to lap 25, and then that will be the final stage until the checker flag drops and we crown a victor. So, just take a look as the 19 is now holding that last position. He is a full-time car. The 9 made around the 84, just trying to track his way back up to that 01, who has just put on a dominant performance all day, leading every lap. That's just unfathomable, especially at Daytona. But then again, this Daytona is not like every other Daytona. It's not like the regular, like, the NASCAR Cup Series. It's not like the real NASCAR Cup Series. It's not like that. This is very separated, like very fast lane-based racing. That is basically what this is. The 01 continues to lead every lap. 34 fighting off the 66 and the 1. 66, a part-time car. Just, it's just crazy how good they are. How good these part-time cars are. 3 of the top 4 are part-time cars. 91 might be dropping all the way to the back. We're looking back there. We're actually gonna go ahead and look at 5. Sure. Look at the 5. He's back here in the mix a bit. Teammate with 48, the 88 gonna make a pass on the inside or not. There's a bit of separation. The 17 was up there quite a bit. And their stage, it looks like the 84. 84 might be passing this 9. This 9 car, maybe not. And he's getting the runs here. This is just crunch time for this 84, wanting to make it to 1 and 2 being part-time cars. He might make it. He might make this happen. Oh, he drops back. He makes a bit of a mistake. As long as there's not much more mistakes, it's just continuing to make mistakes here. They don't think that they can just make these mistakes. More as we go back to the 17. The cars that was up front quite a bit. It just doesn't seem like he has it. This stage, that's alright though. I don't even know if he was up there. I can't remember. But there they're running. We're just looking. There's not as much contact as there was. It's mostly double file. Look right here. Look at how close that 88 is to the wall. I wonder if he's almost. I wonder if he is touching it. Getting to the. Getting with the 8, the 5 to his inside. Let's see. Is he touching it? No, not here. There's just so many cars that are getting so close to the wall. 9 still fending off this 84. A lot of separation up front. Not quite what you like to see at Daytona. This is not the Daytona race that we all know and love. Maybe the 56 might make top 4 of the top 5 part-time cars if you could just make it past this one. But that's more of a future thing. Future goal still 5 of the top 10 are part-time cars. Here with one of them still leading every lap here. 4 laps to go. 3.5 now. Here at Daytona for the 500, the season starter. The 1 makes by the 66. This just so amazing display of skill. Never seen the 91 out of the top 10. I think he is. I think he's 12th now. We'll see as we come across the line. No, he's 11th. That means that the 51 just took his position. He has 3 laps to go. Look at the 51. Last position, the 19 was scored last as the number 1. Not as the number 1, as the 9th. It does not look like that anymore. It looks like he's the 10th. 51 is just doing a really great job of blocking. This would be a great start to the season if the 01 still leads. The 84 is still behind the 9. The 1's by the 66. The 56 is just right racing. The 71 just keeping off that 34. The 51. And then it's the 19 and the 91. Or it's the first real battle you're going to see. I guess maybe the 70 is in the 34. But yes, the 19 is the last scored. Last time, the 19 missed out on points. Got kicked out here. 2 laps to go for stage 1. Just about 1.5 laps. So there's not been much change at the front. There might be 1 pass at the front here between the 9 and the 84. 84 is going to make it past. He made it level. They're about 2, maybe 3 lengths apart, car lengths apart. This 9 just running that high line that's not, I mean, he's almost copying the leader. But that might not work as the 84 gonna make a move on the inside as he comes to the last lap for stage number 1. The 84 is not gonna beat him to the line, is he? No, he's not. The 9 was scored that lap as second place. He's made it by. Here's a look at the last for the 91 fighting, trying to make it past the 71. Will the 19 get kicked out of the points again? We don't know. Here, the 9 maybe working it back up, running the exact same line as the leader. Oh, 84 makes a mistake. He gets right behind the 9. This could be the difference between the first, second difference between third and second. Second and third here. 84 lagging behind a little bit. The 9 staying ahead. 84 is gaining. I don't think he's gonna make it though. It looks like it's gonna be another full sweep. Will the 19 get kicked out of the points again? It doesn't look like it. Maybe not. The 19 barely makes the points with the 91. So this position again. All will be pitting. As it's the 0190. No, the 01, the 9, the 84, the 1, the 66, the 51, the 56, the 34, the 19, and then the 91. 19 barely not getting skipped out on points here. As the 84 does make it past the 9 on the race back to pits. That could be, so see, if there was one more lap, then the 84 would have had the position, but no. Here we go. From the 9, made it back by the 84 though. Caution as you look, see if there's any scoreboard changes here on the race back. The 19, oh, the 19 plummets off that. 19 did not like that when we start. Race back to pit road, the 01 has that's a very comfortable lead right there. We will see the 01 can continue to lead every single lap, as you will see here in just a few short minutes. In just a few, like maybe a minute or two, if the 01 can hold on to this last position, and hold on to that, like, not much of an advantage. Is finally sweep, because it's sweep at Daytona, and that's how you know a car is either cheating or it's just really, really fast. 84 actually does seem to get the jump. Where 01's second on the outside. So it looks like the 84 might lead a lap here. These guys are ready. So there's a fan. There's a grandstand packed with fans. Here the road center racing getting ready. Go green for 24 laps. Half of the race distance. For 3, 2, 1. And the green flag flies once more. 84's going to drop. Out front with the 9 right behind him. The 01 not getting the jump here, not going to lead every lap. Still, 20 points on the board. That's a pretty good performance. The 9's out front. The 01 on the outside. Looking to maybe take the... Oh! 01 gets sent into the wall and gets dropped back. We know how he does in clean air, but what about dirty air? He gets put into the division. The split of the partition. Here at Daytona, see, you can't win the race off of the first few laps. You sure can lose it. Wow. Let's see, where does the 01 end up scoring? Drops from third down to 15th. Wow, that's 50. That's not 15. That's 12 positions lost. Alright, we go red flag racing here. Because, oh no, there's rain. Close the barrier. Wait out this red flag. Good night, everyone. Looks like our red flag has cleared up. It looks like the track is nice and dry. Ready to go green flag again. Here. Yeah. So, go. 3, 2, 1. The green flag is back out at Daytona. Here's the 71. We'll squish behind this 91. And the 4291 again, a part-time car. Oh, 24 just glides off the top of everyone to the back. Wow. That's crazy, from 14th to last. And it's all up at a field here. You know, here we're seeing some numbers that we've not seen up front, like the 38, 48, 5, 60. We've seen the 66 before. Back. Look. Here we go, 91 out front, another part-time car leading the laps. The 5 up to 7th with the 40, the 10. Oh, the 40, another part-time car. We're just seeing a bunch of part-time cars up front. Here with this 10 up there, not a part-time car. So here, part-time cars, we have the 99, the 66, the 40, and not part-time, we have the 5, 10, 42, and 4 in the front pack. Here, 91's pulling away, different car pulling in. Oh, where did the 01 go? The 01's back to 34th. Wow, okay. Part-time car just dropping back to 24. We have quite a few positions from that last position. Yep. The 5's gonna be by the 10. 5th. Highest position of the day. Here, the 4 on the outside of the 40. 43 is getting back up there. We're going to take a look at the 40. The 40 looking to hopefully block off this 5. The 5 car being the pretty good car here, actually, now. Gets on the 4 gets on his inside, though. He's going to block it. Let's see. Happen. 5, 4. 5's just blocking the 4 as the 42 is right there in front of the 40. The 10's gonna try and make it past the 43 with the 19 right behind him. Here on lap 33, you see the 43 trying to keep this 10 and the 19 behind them. Let's get our back of the pack update on the 01. Drop back to 39th from leading every lap. Wow, okay, so 24 is actually working his way back decently. He's just been making all the moves. Power moves. Here are the 7, 45th. This is the biggest race through 45 cars. 42. Typical accident. You can see the 1. The 1 was up there earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Here the 40 just started to pull away from the 5. The 4 just drops back from where the 5 was. 42 is the highest scoring non-part-time car here with the 5 in second place. 3 of the top 5 being part-time cars. Again, there's just so many part-time cars here. I just look up here. The 66 might get passed by this 42. Here, as we come down to just about 16 laps left. Here, as everyone gets settled into their positions. Here, the 5, trying to make a move on the outside of the 40. Maybe, just maybe he can make the pass. 66 does not like to run that high line. So does the 5 actually. 40 just making the move, just keeping that 5 behind him, doing what he needs to do. The 91 pulling away. He's like a guest here. 42 is waiting here with us. 42 is up there. P2 again, highest scoring non-part-time car. I mean, the 5 just looks like he's just riding the wall almost. Just running that outside very passionately. I hear the 40's catching up to the 66s, so the 66 is also running that high lane, like, very, very often. 91 stop front, we're gonna go down to the 84 and 15. Looking like walking off that 77, 51, just trying to move the, okay, it's just riddled with, there's not as many part-time cars as there was, but now there's 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 of the top 10, which is still a lot. It's not the 5 that we had. But the 66 is actually catching up to that 42. Their pack is closing in with 15 laps. I guess 14 and a half here. The 40 is just fighting, just trying to make it back up to that 66, trying to advance anything, any positions. He wants to put a good impression, even though he's a part-time car. He just wants to put that good impression on. Here. Now, as we're going to go ahead, and so this next lap, lap 38, will be another break, where there's the commentator-free break, where we just listen to the cars and watch them go. Yeah, we're gonna have another one of those instead of ad breaks. So actually to watch the racing without the commentary. So yeah, here the 5 car is just separating from the 10, trying to keep him behind him. The 40 just wants that 5 to stay back there, wants to keep pushing forward on this 66. The 66 just wants to get past the 42. 42 just has to gain enough ground and hope for a caution, where the 91 just wants for a caution or a mistake from the 91. But here we go as we go to our commentator free. Okay, and we're back here with Bob Sports for the Daytona 500, lap 39 out of 50, with 12 laps to go. B10 has closed the gap to the 5. That is your latest information with the front. The 40 is catching the 66, and the and the 66 is catching the 42, but nobody is catching that 91 as the 5 is trying to gap himself from the 10 car. He's trying to run the inside line now. Maybe now the 5 just maybe realizing how the inside line might be better than the outside line, just trying something, because clearly when he's running the high line, that's what caused the 10 to catch him. So now he's just running that different line and just trying something different, and that's what we love to see from these drivers. Here with 11 to go. As we go, let me check the points barrier for 20th. This is the last position that gets 1 point. 20th actually gets 2 points, I do believe, and then 21st, 30th gets 1, and then 30th gets 0. So, believe it or not, the person who's leading the most laps today, the 01 leading almost exactly half the race. 24 laps, all the way in the back, 91, proving maybe a dominant performance in the 40. I think the 40s pulled off because exact same thing that the 5 did. 40 was riding the high line, realized that's why the 5 was catching him, so he's pulled down to the bottom. It was just pushing. I wonder when or if the 42 would realize that, the 66 or at all, for 10 laps. You'll see the end of the race in 10 lap scene. You know, as we hope for, as some people hope for a caution, maybe fans of the 40 or the 5 or the 10 hoping for the caution. Maybe some people fans of 91, maybe even the 42 could be not wanting caution. But here's we're watching 29 to go here at the line, 2 turns. 9 to go. Here the 5 is actually closing in a little bit. Bit by bit, the 5's closing to the 40. This just, I just don't think there's going to be much more passing here. Just watching back there, just making sure they're not wrecking. Oh, we're actually back to 22 back here. Or the 9, actually. The 9 was running second for a lot of the race, now 27. En route to getting 1 point. Sound like a lot. That may not sound like a lot, but that's actually pretty good. Now, it's actually the pole. Another thing is, the person in the pole position, the 91, again, the part-time car, is leading. So, if pole position, like if this thing runs green, it's probably just gonna be this one. It's just gonna be won by a part-time car. Something we don't usually see, actually. Actually, have not seen full-time. We haven't seen any wins here, but we're actually gonna go back to the middle front, the 40 here. The 10 is seem to return to the high line, trying again, just trying something different. Hopefully, make a pass. And no clue if that's gonna work for the 10 or not, because for some cars the high line works, others it just doesn't. Like the 66, it just doesn't seem to be working for the 66 right now. Oh, the 40 has an issue, so does the 66. That's gonna close in quite a bit. Wow, that was sucks that the 40 got passed there by that little bit of a hiccup. So it still can catch up to the 5. That could still be a thing. Or maybe the 10 might make the pass here. And it doesn't look like we're seeing. I mean, for all you 40 or 10 or 66 or 5 car fans, it doesn't look like we're having much big battles anywhere. So it doesn't look like there's much of a wreck. It doesn't look like there's a high probability of a wreck. But here, 40 is getting closed in by the 10. The 5 made it by the 66. That's third. That corner he made it by. It's P3 for the 6, for the 5. Maybe not. Oh, the 5's making hiccups. Hiccup again. Wow, they're getting a bit anxious here. They just, you know, 5's returning to the high lane. That's interesting why he would do that. Maybe he just Is the bottom side maybe just a bit rough or something? I don't know. Here coming to 6 laps to go. 40's closing in. Here they're too wide for 5th. Maybe the 40 might pass the 5. Ooh, maybe. He's level with them. Or in the famous words of Lee Diffie, he's level with Lawson. Anyways, the 5 still managing to hold out that little bit of a gap for P4. There's not much of a gap. They're side by side for what could potentially be. This 5 just does not want this part-time car to get the point. It's not wanting to give it up so easily. Here, as we are just constantly just turning left, trying. This 91 is just trying to make it back to that white flag, make it official. 5 is just out front with 40. 40 is just tucking in behind him almost. The 66 moving the bottom lane. And the 5 almost looks like he's running that very high lane. The 10's catching back up. We're gonna take a look at someone in the further backpack. Maybe like the 56 for the part-time car. All the way back here. Looking. See. And with the grips with one red flag, and that was for a delay. And that was because of quote-unquote rain, when it was really just, I had to go and do something really quick. But here out front, the 40 is still on the high line, the 5's pulled down. Here, 4 to go. The 5 having a good battle. 40's on the high line. It does not look like the high line's working for the 40. The 10 might pass the 40 here. Again, part-time cars. They're 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Maybe 6th here in a second. 10 can get by. But it looks like it's going to be a part-time victory unless there is a caution. Watching and waiting. It's gonna be it's because we don't have any way to make these cars slow down. We will just close the barrier, and wherever you are, that's where you are. It's basically a race back to the line. 3 laps to go, though. Oh, if that's gonna happen. If there's even gonna be a caution, let's get a very amazing view. 5. We're actually a better view. 48 was up there with the 5 on that restart. I guess he just kind of, there's a Goodyear blimp. You can see that there. Goodyear blimp up there in the sky. Looking for this. Looking to see if the caution officials are very intensely watching here. Get another. Watching. Yeah, here we're back in front with 42. Here in turn number 1 and 2. It just 2 laps. The worst thing that this 91 can see is a caution flag. Caution light turning on. People are to hold gun hope here to come to the white flag. Will the caution come out? Will there be a wreck? It doesn't seem like it. It looks like it's gonna be a scheduled distance race with the white flag in the air. 91 leading. The 66 trying to make a move, maybe get steals that second place from the full-time car. The 42, the 5 distance from the 40. 10 trying again to get by the part-time car. The 40. Here they go on the backstretch for the last time. 42 gets dropped back by the 66. It's in a bit of bump. Here we go, coming to 3 and 4 for the very last time. And it looks like it's going to be the 91 winning it. And it looks like the 66 is going to be in second. 42 in third, the 5 in fourth, and the 40 in fifth. That right there is a win for the part-time car of the 91. Wow, the pole sit. So we've seen a lot of action today. The 91, the part-time car, gets the pole sitter. We had a maximum, there was a time where 6 of the top 10 were all part-time cars. There's a point where not only that, but so all 5 of the top 10 were part-time cars. Well, 6 of the top 10 actually. Cars come down to pit road. Wow, that was a eventful race. To say the least, the 91 pole sitter gets it done. The 01 led the first 24 laps. And from there, the first 23 laps, missed a lap, led one more lap. Led 24 laps, most laps led. That's really impressive. Here, 91 getting the victory at Daytona. Thank you for coming to Bob Sports coverage of the Daytona 500, and we will see you at the next race.